Hey cousins, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Chrissy Pips. In today's video, I'm going to go through a quick tutorial of how to use and how to customize the schedule document that most of you have seen on my social media. I got a lot of questions, so here's the video. Now, as always, if you guys are getting some value from the content, if you think other people can get some value from the content, please go ahead and share the information with other people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you don't miss out anytime there is a new upload to the channel. I try to upload at least one video a week. But as always, if you guys are here, you're interested. So let's get into it. Okay, so throughout the recording, you are going to see these little pause boxes pop up. And you're going to want to pause the video and do the bullet points that you see. Okay, so first things first, you need to log into your Google account because this is a Google spreadsheet. Okay, so log into your Google account first. And then after that, go right over here to the file button. And I'll make this, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit to make it a little bit bigger for the recording. Click the file button here. After you click on file, go down to make a copy. Make a copy of this document. You cannot edit this document. You have to make a copy in order to be able to edit it, okay? So that's the first steps that you're gonna take. So next, what we wanna do is go down here to the bottom of the screen. And on the bottom of the screen, down here, where it says sheet 1, you want to click the little arrow. You want to make a duplicate copy of this sheet. You want to make several duplicate copies of this sheet because you want to make sure you have a blank one just in case you mess something up or unformat something, okay? So make sure that while you're editing this document, you're on one of the copies, not on the original sheet, okay? Now for customization. So let's say your favorite color is blue, okay? So let's say you want to start out with creating your me time, right? So what you want to do is highlight the box that you're going to be working in. And what we're going to do is bucket fill this, okay? So let's put a nice little light blue on it. So now every single time you see this color light blue inside of your document, that's going to indicate that that is your personal time, okay? And also, please note, you guys can edit all of these, like the titles that I have in here, to whatever you need them to be once you have made a copy of the document for yourself. So you want to go over to the calendar and you want to highlight the spots that's your me time. So this is Sunday. So let's say on Sunday, you don't want anybody in the house to bother you from the time that you're sleeping. Let's say you wake up on average. Most people who work on a regular basis, early shifts, can't sleep in. So let's say you're typically woke at 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't want anybody to bother you during your me time. So you're gonna highlight all of the boxes for that duration of time. So say for the first, let's be nice to the family. Let's say the first 2 hours that you're woke, okay? You're gonna highlight all of the boxes for that. Then you're gonna go over to the bucket fill, and then let's go ahead and fill it with that same blue, okay? Now, this next part is optional for you if you change your schedule a lot. I'm not gonna be changing my schedule a lot, so this is what I did, okay? If you would like to go ahead and merge the cells, you can do that. So go to the merge cells button here at the top and click it after you've highlighted all of the little boxes for the time frame. Okay, you can merge it just like that. You can unmerge it by highlighting that same box, clicking the drop down, and then clicking on unmerge. Okay, if you unmerge it, it will put back every single square. If you don't want every single square, what you do is hit the drop down and click merge horizontal. It's gonna put the lines back in like I had them, okay? So you can do that. That works out. If you have maybe different things that you do, you can merge these in a different way. So let's go ahead and highlight them Let's unmerge. You can keep them highlighted. You can merge them vertically, and it's going to give you all of these little spaces. Maybe you want to do 2 different things on Sunday, right? So you want to merge these cells, and then you want to merge these cells, and maybe bucket fill half a different color, right? You can customize this however you want to, just by going up here to the top. Let's highlight both of these because we're going to keep it simple. We're going to merge both of them. Okay, now after you've merged the cells, do me a favor, click the box, because sometimes you see right here like the black line on the edge disappears. If you are OCD, I'm OCD, my bad y'all. If the black line disappears, highlight the box, make sure black is selected, and then just click this box right here, or you can click this box right here, okay? That way it puts the little line back. But after you've done that, go ahead and type in the box, me time, okay? And then don't forget to center it up here at the top. Now you can change the size of the font to something a little bit bigger if you would like, but that is essentially how you go through each and every one of these. So let's go through a couple more. If you know that your me time is going to be scheduled in chunks of 2 hours, you can click Control C. It's going to put the dotted lines around it. That means that you've copied it. And let's say on Monday, your me time is going to be after the kids are asleep for 2 hours. Select 2 hours worth of the squares again, and then Control V, and it's going to give you that same box that's here. Maybe you want to do that a couple nights a week, where right before your bedtime or sometime in here you have me time scheduled, whether you want to go to bed early or whatever. This is just time that you're scheduling as me time, okay? Now you can actually do this for everything. Now please note, one of the other things that I have on this document that I like to keep track of is how much water I drink. So at the top up here, it says today's water intake. If you just click the boxes, they're going to put little check boxes in there for you. Okay? All you have to do is click them again to uncheck them. Okay? So you should be tracking how much water you are drinking on a regular basis. Either 8 8-ounce glasses of water or 4 16-ounce bottles of water. Okay? But it gives you the ability to go ahead and type those in up here. And those 8-ounce glasses, that's a suggestion. Please drink as much water as you can during the day. Shout out to Yolanda. Yolanda, when you watch this recording, please go get some water. Pause the video and go get some water, okay? Y'all need more water in your life. But I digress, right? So the next thing that we're going to do is go down here to the bottom. After you've filled out your schedule, right? After you've customized these boxes, you've put everything in. And just put down the things that you know are on your schedule. If you work, put your work schedule in here. If you have time that you're spending with your family, cooking dinner, things like that, put all of that stuff in. Leave the rest of the times blank for now, okay? But let's go over here let's go to chores. Let's start here with chores. Now, you might have a specific color that you want your chores to be. So let's go ahead and highlight the laundry chore. And we're going to make this one a darker blue. And you can change the color of the text by going up here to the little A and just changing the color. I like the white text on the darker colors. And maybe you want to do laundry 2 times a week. Let's say you want to do it on Sunday. So you highlight that one and change the color. And then you want to do it on Thursday. So you highlight that one and you change the color. Okay? Now, after you have gone through, and let's go ahead and let's highlight our laundry, Control C. Let's say for laundry, we're going to do that, let's say for an hour here. Let's go ahead and merge all of these cells. Click OK. And we're going to center this. right? That's our Sunday laundry. Maybe we want to do laundry a little later in the evening too. Let's say we put in the first load, dry the first load, fold the first load, that first hour, right? Let's say we do one more down here at, let's say, 9 p.m., okay? So highlight all of the squares, merge the squares, click OK. It's just telling you that you're moving stuff around, that's all. And then we're going to center this, okay? So we've done our schedule, and now inside of our schedule, we're putting in our chores, okay? If you vacuum or if you Swiffer the house, let's say you go through like a mad woman or man, Swiffering and dusting everything. Let's do that a different blue. So for vacuum, let's say we do that a couple days a week, maybe on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Monday, oops, not green. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maybe we take 30 minutes to just vacuum. Okay, so let's go Control C after we highlight the box. And that's to copy. And on Monday, let's say in the afternoon before your me time, right? You take some time, maybe before you put the kids to bed. So dinner is usually around here. Let's say at 6:30 on Monday, you vacuum, right? Let's Control C. And maybe to keep your schedule consistent, you vacuum at the same time so that the family knows. Get all the stuff off the floor at 6:30, okay? Like you're vacuuming then. So that gives you all of your chores that you're putting into. So go through your schedule and do that. Now, what I'm going to say is, when you put in each one of these, pause the video. Here's a little tip, right? Go to your phone and set an alarm for that specific task. So I can say that scheduling all of the tasks that are on my schedule that are like the necessary tasks that I want to make sure that I am creating new habits for is the key to my success. Like the key to my maximum efficiency is when I hear an alert or alarm go off, I get moving on to the next thing, okay? And I'll show you guys on my schedule. Today is Monday. I have from noon until 3 o'clock to do personal development stuff for like business stuff. I actually create content for my YouTube channel from noon to 3. This is the time that I'm doing that, okay? So I have an alarm set at 3 o'clock. Alarm will go off, and if I'm not finished, I'll have to complete it at one of like my other times during the day, right? Since Kevin is out of school, maybe I can push it to 3:30 today, and because y'all know I go live on IG at about 3:30 Monday through Friday, right? But I could push it a little bit, or I can come back to it when I've completed a different task, or maybe come back to it on a different day, right? I have time scheduled for my uploads and things like that a few times a week, twice a week, so I can fit it in somewhere else in my schedule, okay? But I have that alarm set. So listen, you try to maximize the amount of time that you're looking at one thing, and be very nice to yourself and be okay with not completing a task when that alarm goes off and moving on to the next thing. You would be surprised at how much more efficient you get, because over time you start to complete those tasks that you set faster, okay? So set alarms for every single thing you put on your schedule, okay? Next, let's move down to the must-do tasks for this week, okay? These are things that you might incorporate into your schedule that change from time to time. So if you have a business meeting at work, if I have new people joining my team, right? I have time scheduled for those meetings, those onboardings and things like that. Those are my must-do tasks for the week. So those have to be incorporated into my schedule, and I set an alarm for any must-do task. If there is a must-do task that needs more time, because maybe it takes more time than you expected, go ahead and enter that time in here and schedule it on your little spreadsheet so that you can get back to it and get it done this week. Okay, this is a this week list. Okay, and then I do have a few reminders over here. Please feel free to add your own. But people who respect you will respect your time. People who value you will also value your time. People who respect you will respect your time. That is on there twice on purpose. Okay, like you are taking the time out to fill out this schedule because you want to become more efficient and maximize the time that you have in getting things done. So make sure that you're holding other people to that standard as well. Okay. Now, last but not least, I wanted to leave this little section over here for last because this is something that you're going to need a little bit of help with. It takes 28 days to create a new habit, and in doing so, you kind of need to be a little bit nice to yourself if some of these things don't get done. If you're not accustomed to meditating, you might want to put every day on here maybe a 10-minute meditation session, okay? Like something very minimal, okay? So maybe in between those loads of laundry, you go ahead and put in, remember how we could separate this? We could unmerge it. And after you unmerge those, maybe you want to merge just this portion and then merge just this portion over here. So let's go ahead and merge those. Let's change the color. Maybe we want to meditate right here. So we have meditation for Sunday, and maybe we want meditation to be yellow. Okay, so we're gonna fill in all of those. So every time you put it in on your schedule, go ahead and set a little alarm for it. Okay, and then this needs to change to black, and we're going to format and center this one or align it in the middle. Okay, so you can put multiple things, like I said earlier, inside of like one task, because when the laundry is washing and drying, please don't sit there and just watch the washer or dryer, right? So find something else to do. So maybe you put in the laundry, and maybe in between that load being finished and you needing to put it in the dryer, you do a meditation session. Okay, so you can maximize the amount of time that you are spending on different tasks by scheduling alerts, and be easy with yourself. Be nice to yourself. It takes 28 days to create a new habit. I do absolutely love something called the 2-minute rule. And that's what I do here. So if you are not accustomed to working out, I'm going to say start out with something easy, maybe a minimum of 2 times a week. Okay, let's put our workout in here as let's do red. No, let's associate a nice color with it. Let's do this bright green. So maybe we want to work out a few times a week, and my thing is you're going to schedule it for 30 minutes on your calendar. Okay, so even on Sunday, maybe in between here, we can unmerge this, merge these, right? And merge all of these back. And remember, all you have to do is highlight them. And we're going to change this to this green, right? Maybe we're going to do a little workout there. That's our Sunday workout that we fit in. Okay? And maybe because we are phenomenal, maybe we want to work out right before we vacuum. Right? That's our 2 days for the week. Okay? So what you're going to do is something called the 2-minute rule. You are going to do whatever you say you're going to do when you fill out this schedule. I'll pull up mine. Because you're going to have a lot of stuff in your schedule that you maybe don't want to do, or that you want to create a new habit for. And doing it for 2 minutes is kind of hard, because you're going to start out and 2 minutes are going to go by. And then what's going to happen is you're going to say, you know what, I could go maybe 5 minutes, right? And at the end of the week, you've set out to do something 4 minutes for the week, but you ended up with 10 minutes. And then next week you say, you know what, last week my goal was 4 minutes. I hit the target and I exceeded it and went to 10 minutes. So maybe this week my target is 10 minutes, okay? And then instead of doing it twice a week, you add in that third day with that 2-minute rule. So now maybe you're up to 15 minutes total this week for doing a task that you want to create a new habit of doing. That 2-minute rule really helps you get the things that you need to do out of the way without them feeling such daunting tasks, okay? But if you guys have any additional questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I absolutely love reading your comments, love helping you guys out. So if you have any questions, drop them below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. It definitely helps out the channel. It helps me out with the algorithm as well. If you feel like you are getting some value from this, you want other people to get some value, please share it on social media. Drop the link in the thumbnail and let them know, like, listen, I did this, it was great, and you should do it too, right? But that's gonna wrap us up for today. I hope you guys are having an awesome and productive morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.